Greetings, 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 Aries. How is it going? If you are new, I am Iyanda Siraj, the Eclectic High Priestess, and I hope that I'm finding you well. Thank you so much for choosing this video and deciding to be here with me today. If you are returning, welcome back. And as always, it's my pleasure to share space with you. All right. So here we go. Okay, so Aries, you had the intuitive message of it's complicated. Okay. I'm hearing that you're adjusting to the complexity of life. You're becoming more accepting of the complexities in life. Okay. You're aware that difficulty does not mean failure. Okay. I think you're realizing that detour doesn't mean failure. Okay. And so there's something about acknowledging and appreciating the complexities in life. Okay. I also feel as if, any lack of any decrease in self-esteem or anything, any, self-deprecation is happening based on past decisions. This is saying that those were your complexities. Okay. Complexities lead to mastery. Okay. If you can acknowledge them for what they are. Okay. Um, Complexities reveal strength. Complexity reveals error of thought. Okay. And none of that is wrong. Okay. All of that is just part of the journey. So here we go. Aries. So again, I was saying that if you've been dealing with any self-deprecation, feeling bad, feeling depressed, judging yourself based on past decisions, it's time to let it go, baby. Time to let it go. Okay. All right. I'm hearing very specifically to somebody explaining to somebody else, like, I guess it's an interested party. They're asking about a situation that you have going on and you're saying it's complicated. Okay. So maybe you have a certain living arrangement or some type of relationship with someone, and a new person is asking you about that, and coming to, and you're letting them know, well, it's kind of complicated. Okay. So let's go ahead here. Let's see. What do we have for Aries? We have the moon in reverse. Nope. We have the moon upright. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And we have the Five of Pentacles, or the Five of Coins. Okay, well, I do feel like there is a emotional disconnect here. Someone is feeling disconnected from their own intuition too, like feeling blocked intuitively. Okay, and for whatever reason, it feels like this is why regret is here. Okay, so this is what your regret is tied to. Something about okay, love spells or some type of intuitive guidance that was given or advice that was given, some type of action taken. There's a little guilt tied around this. The moon was the first card that came out for you, giving us Pisces energy, and that's literally what we just read for Pisces. Okay. So, but I do feel like here it's talking more about you feeling, but emotionally detached. It's like something about the outcome is what is getting your attention. Okay. It seems like you got the opposite outcome than you wanted. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. So if you put out an ill intention, you got a positive outcome, but this doesn't feel like you got a positive outcome, ending in the Five of Coins of you being out in the cold, having a breakup with the Queen of Cups in the wrong way. It's like you're in your emotions right now. You're deep in your feelings about some type of breakup that's happened or some type of situation that's taking place for you. Okay. I'm also feeling like there is an energy here talking about like left me with nothing. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing left me with nothing. Okay, so remember complexity, the value of this complexity. Okay, just remember. See, and I didn't even that came out first. Those got channeled yesterday, but this is telling me for sure that whatever complexities you're getting ready to meet, you need to make sure you keep the mindset of this has a purpose and that this is what I'm supposed to be dealing with. Yes, it may be an outcome of the actions that I took, but it also has value that can be added to me if I look at it that way. Okay, so that's beautiful. I do feel like there's an energy. Yeah, I do feel like maybe you are something is being taken away from you. I just heard allowance. Okay, so somebody is taking away your access to their money, or you're doing this to somebody else, of course, right? Um, Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, Aries, make sure you're checking your sun, moon, rising, and Venus videos. There's something very important for you there. You may find something important in the Pisces video. I mean, but it doesn't. You don't have to go. I don't think that this is it, unless you have mother interference, like mother of your partner interference. Then maybe go check that out. But if not, then okay. um, okay, so let's look at the other person here. Wow. So you're in a breakup and you're not feeling too hot about it. Okay. Because of the circumstance you're left in. Okay. But I'm hearing it's something about somebody's, you put somebody through this circumstance though. Something about you putting somebody through this circumstance. Now, if you've been dealing with any kind of spell work or witchcraft or anything like that, then this is what you feel guilty about, because now you're feeling the return. Yeah, my ear just did something. So yeah, return to sender. It happened to you. Okay. Yep. With the Wheel of Fortune. Look. Okay. So this other person in the situation, is this the other person in the relationship? No. Okay. This is not the other person in the relationship. Who is this? It's another person. It's the third party that this. Okay. So the third party is showing up in your relationship. Okay. So your person broke up with you and there's someone else that's already in the picture. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune upright. So yeah, someone has made some. Okay, so it's someone. Did your person make a decision to go towards someone else with the Three of Swords here? They leaving you in a lot of pain. You don't understand why this is happening this way, and that's okay. Okay, I know it's not easy to hear. Oh, it's going to be okay, but your intuitive message was speaking to you directly about this. Okay, um, yeah, this person is about to do something very daring, it looks like, or this person is doing that. This person, I guess, is seen as a more, I don't know, I feel like whoever you were connected to was in and out of love with this third party, or unsure about their feelings about this third party. This person is decided, and now it hurts your feelings because it seems like you were being very freaking patient with them. Okay, it seems like you were very patient, even if whatever happened, but it just seems like you were very patient. Okay, and I'm sorry to hear that this is happening to you, for sure. um but again, if you feel like it's about like past choices that you made, or just even, because it doesn't have to mean that you did something wrong to somebody, but it could just be that you're looking back at the choices that you made, and now you're like, dang, I chose to stick this out, and look, I didn't even get what I wanted out of it. I am picking up on kind of like a regretful energy just about certain decisions and moves that were made in the past. But the third party showing up in your life, I feel like you are you have some feelings towards this person that are not healthy, and you probably gonna have to immediately start working on that, so that you don't block yourself on your own process. Okay. Because there's a lot coming forward towards you, and I know it's hard to think about that right now, but it's right on the other side of you handling this situation like a freaking grown up. Okay. And I'm saying that like that because it feels like that's what you needed to hear. Okay. um, so this was destined to happen. I feel like you already knew this was going to take place a long time ago. Dang, I mean, I wanted to do romance relationship readings for y'all, but I know when I said it was going to be hard space, that it wasn't going to just be romance, and that it wasn't just going to be you and the other person. But either way, I do get a feeling of this other person. It was part of their destiny. There was something that you couldn't really control, and maybe you're learning that lesson. And as an Aries, sometimes you have to learn that lesson, about what you can control. You have that dominant personality, and you want to have a good handle on the things in your environment. Sometimes that's even you want to dominate the things in your environment. Okay, so maybe you're going through a deep level healing of your subconscious agendas as well. Somebody else was doing that. Taurus was having an epiphany about their own self agendas. Okay, so maybe check that video out, or if you have some significant Taurus placements, that might be a good video to watch. Okay, let's build on this and see what else we have here for Aries. What else do we have here for Aries? We have the Magician. We have the Magician. We have the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel like there was a sense of, remember we talked about some type of manipulation, spell work, some type of actions that you took in the past, some way that you deceived yourself in the past about how this could go. Because if you already knew that it was if you already felt like this person wanted somebody else, then maybe you deceived yourself into thinking that like maybe you could make them just want you, right? And so that's kind of like the energy I'm picking up on. But I feel like it was back and forth. So you did have a time where you felt like you were being kind of like drug along or pulled along on somebody else's game. I also feel like it oscillated. So you were just trying to go with the flow. You actually were trying to surrender control, which is like, why am I getting punished for doing something that I was trying to do? Like I was trying to surrender. So it seems like you did try to surrender control, but you already knew. And I think that that's what's being brought to your attention, was that you already knew and that you tried to change the outcome. Okay. So that's beautiful. So either way, I think the world came up twice. Well, the world came up with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like whatever situation changes are taking place, they're destined to take place. And if you've been up, then maybe you on a downward slope right now. But the cool thing is that you're always meant to come back up. You're always meant to come back up. So it's interesting that this all plays out as a happy ending with the World card here, if you can properly detach and move forward, right? I'm also hearing that there's an amulet or some type of something in the house. You need to get rid of it, because there's some type of weird energy tied to it. It could be a shell. It could be some type of coin, like a memento type coin. Um, I'm also hearing something from the hospital, like a robe from the hospital, or a bracelet from the hospital, something like that. You need to like get it out of your house because something is it's some type of energy on that. Okay. So let's move forward and see what's going on here. What else do we have here for Aries? Oh shoot. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, yeah. See, and then right behind it was new love. Okay, so Aries, look here now. Okay, so I'm being led to share something with you. When I was 19, 18, when I was 18, I got pregnant with my daughter. And I was in the military, I was in training, and once I got to my first duty base, my daughter's dad decided he didn't want to be with me anymore, right? He just left me. Well, he was going to California anyway. He had orders to California, I had orders to Florida. And around the time I was like maybe 5 months pregnant, he came out to Florida to visit. We were supposed to get married when he visited so that he could so that we could be stationed together and we could raise our daughter. Well, when he came to visit and as he left, he let me know that he didn't want to get married, and that he basically just felt like he wasn't ready, or that he just couldn't do it right now, right then. Well, right behind him was my husband. Now we're not married no more, but that's beside the point, right? Um, right behind him came my husband, and my husband was very nurturing. To an extent, okay, he was very much what I needed at that time. He came with some stuff that I didn't need to, but it was okay. At that time, it was okay. But the point that I'm making is that stay optimistic, because if you can just process through this journey that you're in right now, um, feel like tune into yourself, really connect with yourself during this time. Then as you come out and as you seem like you just coming from under the water. Oh, I'm seeing the Little Mermaid scene. Y'all remember she came up to the top of the water, and I think his name was John. He was on the boat. It was not John, whatever his name was on the boat looking over the boat, and she was like just up there. That's how it feels. Like you swim up out of your depths after you do this healing. You swim up to the top of the water, and then you meet eyes. I'm also seeing them on the shore when she walked out on the water and he was right there. So it's kind of just like you coming up out of the water, out of your emotional depths, out of this chaotic emotional situation that you're in. And then once you out, you come out clean, ready for your person. Okay. So I just really want you to kind of stay optimistic. Don't let yourself be burdened down by what you think should have happened in the situation, because I'm pretty sure that if you can think from another person's point of view, um, somebody else got walked away from at some point, and that person came to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a thing of you deserving it or you or anything like that, but it's just it's cyclical. It's cycles, and we all end up in them. Okay. We have calling in your soulmate down here. So I do get the energy of just kind of like, if you really do the work, if you really just spend this time doing the work. Oh, let me just tell y'all that too. When I was pregnant and then I met the husband, this at this point in my life, I realized that back then, if I had stayed single and just kind of stayed single. Oh, mind you, my ex-husband met me when I was 7 months pregnant and proposed to me right after I had the baby, maybe like 2 months after I had the baby, not his baby, right? Okay, now that's that. So that's why I threw that in there, because it really don't matter. It can be before you even through this little whatever you in, when this person shows up for you, and you just need to be in the right mind state and having the right perspective of what's happening, so that you can see it for what it is and go on and take that bait and go. You know what I'm saying? So then we have stay optimistic about your love life, new love, and getting to know each other with keep an open mind. So remember, just don't take it for what you're seeing right now, experiencing right now. It might be hard. It might be difficult. Don't think the person is winning over you. Don't think anything like that, because just as sure as somebody walk away from you to somebody else, they could just get blocked up and be left out in the cold. So don't even, if they walking away from you, especially if they going back to somebody they walked away from for you, don't even trip, because it ain't what it looks like. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here for Aries. I'm also picking up on something about a group of five people. I'm hearing the word coven. I'm hearing camera, picture magic, somebody doing some spell work, picture magic. Okay, what else? Stabbed in the back. Yep. Whatever this is. Mirror. Look, now listen, y'all. I said picture magic, but mirror magic is a real thing too. Okay. Bam. So whatever this is, okay, the spell is broken. I'm hearing the spell is broken. I don't know who did the spell, who the spell was supposed to be on, but that's what I'm hearing. The snake is at the bottom. All right, Aries. I'm not about to spend too much time with your energy, because you're doing the most. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, see, your chakras are showing up about around trickery, around the heart space. Okay, so if you were playing some type of emotional game with yourself, even now, it don't have to be about you manipulating other people, but if that's your thing, that's your thing, and you don't have to accept it. But if the trickery was self trickery, and you convinced yourself that something was going to be a certain way when you knew in fact it wasn't, or that you was going to be able to good. I'm hearing that you thought you was going to be able to get some good out of the bad. No, out of doing bad. No, that's not happening for you in this situation, unfortunately. Let's see what the other person's chakras are looking like. Your other person was the third party, Aries. So what is your third party chakras looking like? What they dealing with right now? What they going through? Okay, they dealing with complacency and grief. So yeah, this person has basically been, ever since whatever happened with you. Maybe you took maybe you took a man, or maybe you took his girl, whatever. But this person has indeed been dealing with a lot of grief for a long time now about it, and it feels like this person. I feel like they are healing. Yep, see, growth at the bottom. So yeah, they're dealing with a lot of healing. They're healing a lot of that. But if you feel like you had any part in that, then I think that you are seeing the truth of the situation, and hopefully you're able to accept it. Okay, because okay, so yeah, so whatever this, I want to clarify your trickery since they got two cards. Okay, so yeah, so dissipating and growth. Okay, so whatever you try to stop, you're trying to stop something from them, trying to stop them from growing. I'm even hearing that somebody was doing like some graveyard or freezing type spells to try to stop people, to stop somebody's growth, stop somebody's progress. I'm also feeling like dissipating speaks to me like death rituals, graveyard spells, like I said. Okay, so whatever you think you did, but now this person is getting joy because they were protected. They're protected. Prayer. They're protected. Okay. All right. Well, y'all know I don't be having no judgment. Y'all do what y'all do. All right. So let's get an outlook here for you, Aries. Let's get an outlook here. All right. Something just tried to chop my throat. Don't be mad at me. You the one doing it. All right. So Aries, what's the outlook for Aries here? We got the bouquet in reverse. You ain't getting what you thought you was gonna get. The wealthy man. All right, now, come on now. Ooh, sudden wealth. Ooh, wow. Anchor, snake, deception. Oh my gosh, main female. So you try to block somebody from they soulmate, they twin flame. Yeah, look, it's actually a mountain. You try to put a whole big old blockage between there. Now you know what? Aries, I'm sorry. I know I really wanted to make this a soft, easy reading for you, but I don't feel like this is what that's meant to be. I feel like there's some part of you who needs to know um and accept what has been caused here in this situation. You know what I'm saying? The sooner you accept it, and I'm hearing the word repent, but the sooner you accept it and repent, the sooner you can move on, right? Heal yourself and move on, okay? Because the only reason you would keep holding on to denial of what you did is it's because you don't want to heal the part of you that caused you to do it. Okay. And if you don't want to heal that part, then whatever is trying to be birthed from you right now is not going to be well. It's not going to be well. Okay. So get it out. Get all of this out. Acknowledge who you were before you acknowledge this person. Now you're in the mirror. So when you're looking in the mirror, it's a reflection. It's not technically you. It's just a reflection of you. So now you're seeing this reflection. Now you get the opportunity to change this so you can see a different reflection. Okay. All right. So whatever you did, this seems like some type of, I think it's telling me something about the past, about somebody who came into some type of wealth. They were getting ready to start something with someone else. You came into the picture and tried to interfere somehow. I don't know. Some type of deception was played. A blockage was placed, and I'm hearing that the deception that was played was like rumor or misguidance. Either way, to keep away from like a main female figure or divine feminine figure. Yep, stork transformation. They were getting ready to go through a major life transition and change, and you didn't want, I guess, to get left behind, is what I just heard. So maybe you already knew this. Yeah, you already knew this person before the other woman came into the picture. Okay, that seems like a lot of back and forth or whatever. You had him, then she had him, then you had him. Now she better have him again. That's a lot. Anyway, we have fish and we have geese here. So there definitely is some type of relocation. Someone now knows where they're going. I also feel like resources, if you have a tendency to connect with people based on what you can get from them, then you're having that epiphany right now that you are I'm hearing a lot of negative terms about it, but in general, you have like a very much agenda based approach to love. Okay, so if you acknowledge that, then there's other people who have have that agenda based energy towards love as well, and it works for people. Like sugar daddies, prostitutes. Um, um, all of these different types of relationships that you can have that will allow that dynamic to be played out in a healthy, agreeable way. If people agree to that, then it's different than being manipulated. Okay. And I think some people just don't want to do it because it feels like I'm gonna be judged. Well, you're gonna be judged if somebody find out you're doing what you're doing anyway, right? When, not if, but when somebody finds out, you're gonna be judged anyway. So might as well just acknowledge who you are, acknowledge that you want to be kept and that you want to be taken care of, and go be kept by somebody that you don't have to commit to if you don't want to commit. Okay, Aries, you don't got to commit to these people just because you want them to give you things. People want to give people stuff all the time and they don't want to have to commit either. So let's go. Squirrel popping up here. The lion. Okay, and then deep commitment. So yeah, I do feel like there was a little chatter, lip service, miscommunication, not even miscommunication, but yeah, it was miscommunication. The wrong information being given on purpose though. Either way, I feel like compatibility. Somebody did like an astrology reading or talked about some type of something like that and was like, y'all not compatible. Probably the perfect couple or something, right? I think that's all I got for you, Aries. Y'all had a lot going on. But I hope that y'all able to find a lot of peace. And I know that's not easy to hear from people when you sitting in the middle of your situation. But we really want to make sure. I really want to make sure that even when hard messages come through, that you're able to receive them. To receive them. You ain't got to go sing it to the world. Yeah, I listened to something today, and she told me I was this. No, but if you just sit with yourself and acknowledge those things, and today decide for yourself that tomorrow you're gonna be fucking different, That's all we ask of you out here in these streets. That's all we asking. All right. So I love y'all. I mean, that reading gave me some feels. So peace.